Good afternoon. Welcome to my Thursday afternoon here in Australia. My name's Narelle Walk-On and I'm coming to you from Carnivore Aussie style. Welcome everyone. If you're coming across this video and you are inquisitive about what's happening in my life to do with a lifestyle change, to do with a way of eating that's a little bit different or a lot different to what you're already eating now. So thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel, Carnivore Aussie Style. So welcome. As I said, my name is Narelle Walk-On and I come to you each week with a little bit of information, not only about my own journey, but also information that I read, things that I come across that I think piques my interest as to what's happening in this carnivore world. So I started 5.5 months ago now. I'm really starting to enjoy this journey. And yes, it has been a journey already. There are many that have been in here long enough or longer than me, much longer. And there's plenty that I see that are just starting on this carnivore journey. I want to ask you this question today. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? And you may have seen that, you may have read it, you may have thought about it in your life, but I see a lot of people, and I also see many Facebook posts, many people, posting in different carnivore groups about the way that they have entered into or finding this lifestyle change. And over the years, I have also researched, because I like to know about myself. I like to know about my health. I like to know what I'm putting into my body and if it's actually working. So are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Now, the reason why I ask that question is many people out there are taking what we call a cocktail of drugs that your doctor has given to you for certain either immune deficiencies, immune problems, inflammation. You could have type 2 diabetes. There could be a multitude of problems that you have within your body. Now, you may not question your doctor because you believe that they have done their studies for so many years. But the thing is, they are not taught about nutrition. And our bodies were made by our beautiful God above to be able to look at what is available to us and eat that way. Eat it the way that I suppose it was intended to be. Now, a lot of people may say, well, I eat lots of fruit and veggies and I enjoy that and I wouldn't touch meat and things like that. However, sometimes we have to take a step back and go, you know what, this isn't working for me. I've tried different diets over the years. Back in the day of Weight Watchers, I lost 28 kilos in 6 months. However, I fell pregnant within that time or just near thereafter. And of course, putting weight back on. Now, yes, I've sort of yo-yoed a bit up and down. I find something, I try it, I like it or I don't like it. I think limitations to what you eat is one of the worst diets that you can be on. People who count calories, people who say, oh, I'm just doing shakes and stuff like that. It's not a nutritional value to your body, and that's what you have to start doing. I've researched over many years, type 2 diabetic, diagnosed in 2004. I was involved in a really bad workplace accident in 2007. My diabetes went out the window, so to speak. I had been just exercise and diet controlled before then. And then, 2007, I'm in pain. I suffered chronic pain for a long time. In 2015, I had a heart attack, which led to a triple bypass open heart surgery at the age of 54. It was not part of my life that I would want to do again. And it's not a part of my life that I would wish anyone to have suffered through the pain that I had at that time. But we've got to start asking ourselves the question, are we taking this stuff just because it's a ritual? I'm told this is something that I should take and I'll have to take it for the rest of my life. But why should you? Why should it be something that you take? Is a pill better than food? you've got to start thinking about these things and start doing your own research. Now, one of our doctors, Dr. Chaffee, who is originally from, well, overseas, but now works in Perth in Western Australia, is a very good doctor to follow. You will see on my channel, just pop over there quickly to my Facebook page, because I do have a Facebook page as well. And I will be going live to Facebook in the next few weeks. They do have a limitation on when before you can go live. So please pop over to Carnivore Aussie Style. You will find me there, my pictures, and also you'll find some information. Now, one of the ones I uploaded just before was they say that I am fake. This is Dr. Chaffee, Anthony Chaffee. Is he a real medical doctor? Please go along and watch that video, because you will find that he absolutely 100% is. I think online we find many things. Many people are out there trying to bring others down. This doesn't just happen for this way of eating, which is new to a lot of people, particularly here in Australia. What we find is that people are not ready or open to be able to listen to something that goes against the grain, goes against everything that they've been taught their whole lives. So go and have a listen to that. Just a little picture here. What do you need to know before trying this lifestyle change and trying a different way of eating? Now, you will go out there and you'll buy shakes. You'll go and get needles in the tummy, Ozempic, I think it's called. You'll go and do diet tablets over the years. Oh my gosh, I nearly had one that I passed out. It was so bad, the tablet. You'll go and do, all these different types of diets. And what you'll find is that, yes, you'll lose some weight for a while. And in the first week or two, you lose a lot because you're losing water retention. One of the things that you have to remember is that most of the time, and I won't say all, there have been very successful people along the way who have lost weight this way. But the thing is, most of the time, most of us put it back on. Why? Because we go back to the way that we used to eat. Now, just like I said, there's a few things here. Go and have a look. There's a wonderful, it's a very long video, but it's absolutely worth watching. Take your time, or take as much time as you can to watch this. Ian Gundrell's one of our Aussie carnivore. He's been about close to 2 years, I think. He came on with an interview, wonderful man, and has a very amazing success story. There's another one here. You can read Carnivore Diet for Beginners, and I will be putting more and more as I get into, progressing along on my journey as well. And you'll find that there are many, many places that you can go to find this information. Excuse me. So what I want to come back to again is, if you're taking all these, cocktail of drugs, if you're thinking to yourself, surely to goodness, this can't be how it's going to end. I'm 63 years old, and I can tell you that after what I've experienced in my life, pain, suffering, I'm a published author. Blonde Roots is my book. It's a journey through, or my journey through, sexual, physical, and mental abuse. And I would love for you to have a look at that if you need hope in your life. That's when I wrote my book, to bring hope, so that I shared my story with you. But back to carnivore. So like I said, 5.5 months, I'm almost off insulin completely. And I was on 11 units in the morning and 21 units at night. Most days I take about 8 units just once a day. And yesterday I had no insulin whatsoever, which was really fantastic. And the tablets that I was taking is called Jardiamut. And Jardiamut is a combination, I suppose, in helping take the sugars out through your urine. Now, I was on 1 by 1,000 milligrams twice a day, and I'm down now to just half a tablet. Some days, there are occasionally when I do not take it at all, and I take insulin instead. So it's really about me looking after my health, and I was a very well-controlled diabetic. So I know how to, continuously sort of take my bloods, see where I'm going. And because this way of eating is just amazing, I've stopped all sugars, I've stopped all carbohydrates. I don't eat any fruit and vegetables. And you might be going, oh my gosh. Well, to you, I say, you don't know what it's like until you try it. Just as you will go out there and buy pills and shakes and everything else to try and lose that fat around your tummy, to try and lose that fat, just to reduce your weight. But I'm asking you to say, and I'm asking you, sorry, and saying you need to give this a try. Now, for some, this might be very sort of out there, and you might find it a little bit too, oh my gosh, I just couldn't do that. I just couldn't give up on things so much. However, what I would say to you is have a look at Carnivore. Carnivore starts with reducing a lot of those things that I mentioned, as in sugars, carbohydrates. It does allow you a few low carb fruit and veggies, and mainly it's about changing over. So this is a lifestyle change. This is not a diet. When I started this, yes, I went head on. I had done a lot of research prior. I had a wonderful friend, Marty, that had shared his journey in Carnivore and has lost almost 100 pounds. Now, I'm not doing this necessarily to lose a lot of weight. Yes, I've lost 7 kilos. I haven't been this weight since I can't even remember. So that's a really good thing for me. I'm big boned, 5'4", 5'4.5", something like that, and shrinking as I get older. But my energy levels all day, I don't get that slump in the afternoon. I'm eating only one meal a day because I'm just not hungry. And on Carnivore, they say eat till you're satiated, which means that eat till you're full, comfortably full, not over full, not under. You're not counting any calories. You're not having to cook anything different. Yes, it's a little bit different as in what we have in the fridge now, because most of the time it's meat, eggs, butter. I eat fish occasionally. I do enjoy a piece of fish, and I go with what my body says. If my body is craving fish, then I give it fish. Occasionally I have chicken. So I'm just very aware of what I'm putting into my body and how it affects me. I have steak, I have bacon and eggs. Last night or yesterday, I hardly felt like eating at all and had my meal at 9:45 at night, which is really odd for me because usually by about 5 or 6 o'clock, I want to have my main meal of the day. Also, what I'm finding is that I don't snack as much. So remember that when you're changing and you're doing a lifestyle change, you're actually changing so much within your body. So what I mean by that is what you might want one day, it might be different the next week. I used to crave snacks, and I think because it's either female or not, it doesn't matter. But I think it was that in the afternoon, prior to me changing over to this lifestyle eating, or this way of eating, I used to have a cup of tea and a couple of biscuits. Now, I was missing the crunch because meat isn't crunchy. I started to cook my own pig skin crackle, which I absolutely love. And there's one in the oven right now. And also emotionally, I keep bringing it back to emotions, but I do believe women eat for different reasons other than just nourishment, but we eat because we're happy, sad, pinged off, lots of different emotions. We celebrate things with food. Now, when you start to get into it further, as I have, what I've noticed is those emotions are now lifting, as in I don't need to feed the emotion. So I eat because it's nutritional for my body. So I don't crave those things anymore. And when I do, yes, I have a little bit of crackle. Yes, I have a little bit of cheese, because my body is telling me what it needs. And if we listen carefully, it will tell you. Now, when you start to go through those first couple of weeks of Carnivore, you might get sugar drop-offs because you're craving for sugar and things like that, depending how your diet was before. I had already started only having 2 meals a day anyway. However, I think, like I said, if you can't do Carnivore or you research it and think, oh my gosh, yes, this is for me, certainly reach out. I'm looking for people in Australia to be able to share their story and their journey on this carnivore lifestyle change. So my name is Narelle Walk-On. I really appreciate you listening in today. I think it's important for us all to share our stories, and that goes with everything in life. You know, as you get older, you become wiser, so they say. But one of the things that I think is really important as we age is that we share that wisdom, we share our journey, because if it can help one other person, if it can help, like for me, having lived through sexual, physical, and mental abuse, if it can help one woman, one child, but for anybody out there, reach out. Honestly, this is the best thing that ever happened to me. I am so pleased. And yes, it has been an emotional journey, but I am who I am today because of the way that I now look at food. I think that it's something, if you want to begin your journey, please go and research any of the doctors, look for carnivore. If you're in Australia or even any of the close islands and you want to reach out to me because you've come across my video and you want to, know a little bit more about it, because I think it's nice to actually talk to somebody personally that started it, where we came from, how we're doing on it. If you have any problems, please reach out. I think, like I said, if you come across this, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for notifications. I go live every week with a little bit more information, some parts about me, some parts about the research that I've done. Like I said, it's really important to be together, to share together. So my name's Narelle Walk-On. I wish you all the very best. Have a wonderful afternoon and the rest of your week, and I shall see you again next week. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.